Taking you right now to a Waqf showdown that will possibly be taking place in the Supreme Court as the Congress, the AIMIM, the AAP Party are all going to be moving the top court. Senior advocate and Rajya Sabha MP Kapil Sibal has mentioned pleas challenging the validity of the new Waqf Act. I believe the CJI, the Chief Justice of India, has already commented on it. We'll just wait for our colleague Ananya Bhatnagar to join us. Ananya, we were telling our audiences, members of the INDIA, the Congress, the AIMIM, the Aam Aadmi Party coming together, moving the top court in this manner. Ananya, the Chief Justice has already commented on this, I believe. Can you just share with us what he said?
Well, definitely the matter was, mentioned by way of an unlisted mentioning before, in fact, the Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjeev Khanna. And, Justice Sanjeev Khanna said that a call would be taken on the same in the afternoon after they consider, in fact, the urgent mentioning letter, because there is already a robust system of mentioning that is there, urgent mentioning that is there via emails. And that should be, appreciated, is what the Chief Justice of India had to say. Very clearly, the Chief would be seeing the whole issue. It would be considering as to whether urgent hearing has to be granted or not, and then the Supreme Court would actually take the call as to when and how would the Supreme Court want to hear this particular matter. But definitely the India Alliance, along with various other stakeholders like the SDPI or in fact, various organizations like the APCR have now knocked the doors of the Supreme Court, challenging the provisions of the newly passed Waqf Amendment Act. And very clearly, there is a major and a common contention that has been raised that, this is something that is to take control of, in fact, the Waqf properties of the Muslims, and the government intervention would increase as far as the new Waqf Act is concerned. How much of it does it play up before the Supreme Court? Will the Supreme Court exercise the judicial review power that it has? And to what extent would the Supreme Court exercise its right of judicial review? It's something that would be very, very interesting to see.
Okay, Ananya, let me just tell our audiences, essentially the law expands state control over Waqf assets. It limits the ability of individuals in subjecting Waqf properties to heightened scrutiny. And just tell our audiences, please, Ananya, this obviously is the first political in this manner, the coming together that we're seeing, but we were expecting it. And I believe, Ananya, in the last few days, multiple organizations have actually come forward and put petitions in the Supreme Court. Just bring us context.
Well, definitely, multiple petitions have been filed, whether it's politicians like Asad University, leaders from the Congress Party, Amanatullah Khan from the Aam Aadmi Party, or various NGOs like the APCR or the Association for Protection of Civil Rights. All of these organizations or these political personalities of the India bloc have now come together as far as opposition to this Waqf Bill is concerned. The Waqf Act is concerned, and now how things would play up, whether Supreme Court would be entertaining, and to what extent would the Supreme Court be entertaining all of this, is something that we'll have to wait and watch for.
Ananya, thank you for bringing us that context. We continue to track this story. This is the Waqf showdown that is shaping up in the Supreme Court right now.